Hi guys and welcome to my channel. This is just a very Mishmash Chit-chat video. Lots of things I need to talk about and not going to be long. Or when I say not long, we all know it could be long. But just things that I wanted to chat about, and no point making all little individual videos. Might as well just make one video and put it all in one. Anyway, first off, Friday night chit-chat on Saturday night, that video that I've just put up, when I uploaded it, not even when I uploaded, didn't even take till then. When I was filming it and I was talking about the things I talked about, I was worried that maybe it might come across in the wrong way. Maybe people might think it was about them or whatever, because you guys give me fantastic advice in that. And it was not in any way about any of you guys on here that comment on here or any of that. It wasn't even about family or close friends. It was in regards to an acquaintance, I would say. It's the best way to put it. And it didn't seem to matter. Over several conversations, whatever I said was not right. So that's where that came from. You guys that watch my videos are my inspiration, my strength sometimes to keep going when it's been really rough. Sorry, looking at the cat. She's going crazy. So yeah, I value every one of your opinions that you give, all your feedback, all your advice. I appreciate it all. So please know that it was in my head when I was talking, when I uploaded it, and even after I uploaded it, that it may be taken the wrong way. So, clarified, hopefully, yeah, because I didn't want it taken the wrong way. It was just me getting out of my head what had been building up over a couple of weeks from conversations with this acquaintance. And that's all this person is an acquaintance. And it just sort of highlighted a few things that other people that I've come in contact with, like a few professionals when dealing with Corey, that they sort of give the similar thing, and you just sort of think, you roll your eyes and think, you don't live my life, so really, how can you give advice? Every child is different. I don't care if you've got a child the same age. You can't tell me what I'm doing is wrong. I got him this far on my own. I can keep him going. So there was just a lot coming in on me last week. Okay, that's that done. Next thing is, I can't craft for a couple of days, or I'm banning myself from crafting for a few days. I am going to package up some stuff that I have already done and get it out because it needs to go out. I'm going to express post Wendy Mason's to her because I can't get that out till Wednesday, and it closes Thursday. So if I express post it Wednesday, it'll get there Thursday. So, but why I can't craft? My fingy. It is, I don't know if you can see, it's very swollen out here, but it's on this side. It's like, I was telling you the other night, but it's like, it's not the bone, it's more like a tendon or a ligament, because it's like it's stretching, and when it hurts, sometimes it shoots right up my arm, but it's a little bit numb, just there, just on the knuckle there. So I thought, if I rest it, it might get better. Mind you, you don't realise how much you use that finger. Turning on washing machines, switching buttons on things, chopping with a knife, picking up a cup, driving. So many, you don't realise, until you hurt something, you don't realise how much you use it. See, that's really sore. So, but I think it's an injury. I remember getting my finger caught in Ruby's collar, where I grabbed her by the collar, but she twisted and my finger got caught. But I can't remember if it was this hand or this hand. But anyway, it happened with this hand yesterday. So I'm thinking maybe, just maybe. But then also, I am right-handed and I have been doing a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot of fussy cutting. And it wasn't until Saturday night when I did the chat that I actually used the scalpel knife, like the actual scalpel with the handle. Prior to that, I couldn't find my scalpel anywhere. And all I was cutting with was I was holding onto that and cutting like that, and that's where all the pressure goes. So I'm thinking maybe I've done damage somewhere, or Ruby's heard it. I've heard it somewhere and then aggravated it by fussy cutting with the blade, not a scalpel. Don't know. So yeah, it's already getting under my skin that I can't craft. Because it did. I crafted all day today, and by 4:30, 5 o'clock, I was in agony. So I need to rest it. But I want to share with you what I'm working on. This is nowhere near finished. It is going to be the prize for my challenge. So when it is finished, you will get a good update. But I want to show you what I've done so far. Now, I have made the book. It is 3 pages put together, so it's going to be ending up being 6 pages. Now, I've done something different with this one to the one I did for my auntie. This one has got chipboard in the spine so that you can actually stand it up when it's on a flat surface, not on a laptop, and display it. Because it's got the wide spine, you can actually stand it up, not on a laptop. So this is the front cover, which I have done I took the colours from this fairy, Blossom Fairy. She is glossy, her dress and her hat and that are glossy accented, and the flowers. Her wings are glitter glued or stickled or whatever you call it. Then I've added all little bits. Now there is a lot of trims and laces and stuff in this book so far that I have been gifted. So, and that the back is just plain, because it didn't totally want to cover over this fabric that has the embroidered leaves or rosebuds on it. That was gifted from Avril Plummer. So that's the front cover. And then all I've done, apart from that, is the middle. Now, this one, the middle is the Rose Fairy. Again, all the laces and trims and stuff have been gifted. And I will go into more detail with it when I do a full-on show and tell. Her wings, see if we can focus. Her wings and the roses have the fabric glitter, gluey stuff on them. These flowers were gifted, but they were gifted with different centres. I ripped those centres off, and I've added the gold, the glittery hearts, so to tie it in with this side, because these came with white pearly blings or centres, and I had nothing. I've got a lot of creams, but I had no white blingy things to tie it in on this side. I cut this bit off a full length layer just to cover up, to give some definition to that spine. And then I've added the little fairy charm with the really nice dangle trim. I love that dangle trim. You see, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So that's all I've done so far. So I've actually got the pictures for the other pages, and I've put lace aside for what, like, to go with each page. I've just got to put it together. I was hoping, I started it last night, and I was going to have it finished by tonight, but my hand had other plans. So yeah, that's the project share. So don't forget to do VRs for my challenge, and let people know that there is handmade prizes and stuff, because I haven't really had that much of a response this time. I'm starting to think people might not like me. Like, that's the sort of thing that goes through my head though. Like, I don't know. It was like first challenge I got 15 or 16 entries. Last challenge I think I got 10. And I said to myself the other day, I said, it's been open for over a month now. I've got 2 entries. And I'm thinking maybe this time I'll get 5. Not that I mind, but if I do get under 10, I am only going to be able to offer one prize, because yeah, I don't want to like, if I get 5, I feel bad not being able to send you all something. But maybe I will. I don't know. Depends on how my hand goes too. Like, oh, I don't know. It's a mess at the moment. But see, this is the brain. I guess this takes you into the depression, and well, not so much the depression, the mental abuse I suffered for so many years. And this is the real hard thing people find it hard to understand, is I can sit here and talk about it logically and clearly and know what I'm thinking is not right, but it doesn't stop my head from doing it. For years and years and years, as you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, I was told I was not good enough. Nothing I ever did was right. Nobody liked me. I was told that. He told me that. He'd say to me, no wonder no one likes you. You talk too much. You say the wrong things. You do the wrong things. So sometimes I do sit here and I do wonder, am I turning people away from me, from my channel, because of the things that I say and who I am? Do people not like me? And it's starting to now. I was talking to Fiona about it today. I'm starting to be at a stage now where I don't care what people say about me or think about me. If they don't like me, they don't like me. But that is still a progress. That is my attitude. That is my thinking. That is my mantra. I find to get through things and to learn new things, to rewrite what's in my head, I have like mantras, and there's lots of different mantras I have, but one of them is, does it really matter what people think? Does it really matter? They're not part of your life. They're not got any impact on you. They've only got the impact on you that you allow. So it really is not important what people think. But I think for so long, I was told all that by him. But then if you go back prior to that, and this is why I really don't like the term sticks and stones will break your bones, but names will never hurt you. I really don't like that saying, because a lot of my issues also stem back, and why probably I allowed what happened to happen with my relationship, stem back to early childhood, with bullying, with teasing, with name calling, with me made to feel from a very early age that I was inferior, that I was not good enough to have friends, that I was not worthy, that I was just the bit of dirt that was on the side. And it started back then, and it continued right through my relationship with my ex, is I was the bit of dirt that just hung on the side, and when I was needed or someone wanted something, then I got pulled over and used. And then when the using was finished, I got thrown back. And I think that is why at the moment I am very, very wary of who I let into my life and how far I let them in. Yes, I am open on here. Yes, I talk very candidly. But there is still a lot I don't talk about. There is still a lot that certain people know. And yes, certain people that are watching my videos, ones that I have taken to, or not taken to, but there's two in particular on that I've become very close with here on YouTube, and they're like sisters from another mother. I feel like they've always been part of my life. They know more, but I am not going to sit here and tell every little detail. That's not my. It's. I can talk about my story, but I am really careful when I bring my kids or other people into what I say, because that's not my story to tell. My story to tell is only from me and what I've experienced and what I've gone through, what I'm going through, how I'm feeling. I can't tell someone else's story. And I think a lot of times people get very confused between what's their story to tell and what's not. I will tell and what do they call anecdotes or whatever of things that the kids might have done or said. But you know what? Before I tell you, I'll say to the boys, "Oh, can I talk about that on YouTube?" And I only talk about things that they allow me to talk about. The day we went and did the hike, I asked them before I filmed it, or after I filmed it too, did they mind being on my YouTube channel? Because they are people, they are old enough, and even though they're like, even if they were younger, I'd probably talk about it with them or not put them out there. They don't need to be out there if they don't want to be out there. So anyway, but yeah, it's sometimes very hard also when your brain thinks like mine does, and when you're going through stuff, to know how to verbalize how you feel. At the moment, I'm finding it very hard to talk about, or not to talk about, to put into words how I'm feeling. I feel like I'm okay. I'm on a level keel. But as you can see, there is emotion still in there. And I am struggling. I am struggling. My head is, it's so hard to explain. I'm not miserable. I'm not sad all the time or anything like that. I'm emotional. That is where I'm at. I'm emotional. I'm not going to say I'm sad, because I'm not. It's taken me ages to work it out that I'm just emotional. And those emotions can go from being happy to sad. Or, you listen to a song and the emotions start. So yeah, I'm emotional. It's sort of like having PMS continually. If you know how that feels, then you know what my head's like and how I feel 24/7. I don't plan on feeling like this. I am trying so hard to put a positive spin on everything. But sometimes you get dragged so far down, not by your doing. That's the other thing we need to talk about. And not just for me, I know others as well. The way, especially with mental health issues, the way you feel and your thoughts, your feelings and all that can be impacted, or are impacted, not can be, are impacted by outside influences. Now, some people will let things that they can control them. I don't. I am now at a stage where if I can control something, and if I figure out a solution, and that means I can keep that aspect of my life in control, I do it. But the biggest impact and the hardest thing to deal with is the things you have no control over. I can't control my ex in the sense of when he's going to see the kids, or when he's going to want to see them, when he's going to give me money, when he's going to pay my car, if he pays my car. I nearly lost my car last week because it wasn't, he hasn't paid car payments, but more so he hadn't paid insurance, and I refuse to drive it if it's not insured. So, what do they call it, 12th hour, he paid the insurance. Anyway, I can't control that. I can't fix that. I can't do anything about that. I haven't got the money at the moment to be able to compensate for his inadequacies. So I can't control that. And that is the things I find the hardest. I also find my emotions aren't usually also, most of the time they're not um sadness and that. It is more frustration and anger. And that frustration and anger comes about those things I can't control. I can't control how good my kids do at school. I can encourage, I can support, I can do this, I can do that. And in life, I can't control them. They are adults, nearly, or they are human individuals that I can't control. They're not robots. I can't control them. And most of what I stress about and stuff is stuff I can't control. And that is where my next learning curve is going to have to come from. How do I deal with the emotions and the feelings and that attach to that? Because I can tell you that when it comes more so to my ex and the things to do with him that I still got to be associated with, that I can't control, my stress levels go up so high. I don't know if you can see, but I've got acne sort of all over my face. I can't sleep. That's one of the things contributing to that at the moment. I know I've harped on about being on my own and that. Honestly, I don't know how to meet a guy. I'm out there. I'm going to say it. I don't know how. How am I going to meet someone when I don't go out of the house? The only thing I go out of the house for is to go to the grocery shops. That's it. Or to catch up with a coffee for a friend. Like, I don't know anyone that has single friends or anything like that. So, and I don't know how to talk to guys. Really, I mean, I've been on my own now for 3.5 years. And prior to that, I might have been locked in the house for the last 20 odd years. So I know I talk about that. But meeting people isn't something I can control either. I can put myself into situations where I can meet people, but then I wouldn't know what to say because I've still got that recording in my head is who'd want me. I still sometimes, I'm looking at the camera now and I'm thinking, oh, I can see zits here, I can see a double chin here, grey hairs here, who'd want me? And I'm sitting here trying to think, yeah, but I'm not that bad. But that is something also, really, I can't control whether I meet someone or not. As I said, I can put myself into situations where I can meet someone, but I can't control them or their emotions or if the connection. You know what I'm saying. You know, it's so hard. I'm trying to also now come to the stopping myself from thinking about when things happen, like I don't know. Oh, I can't think of an example, but I guess Mother's Day, prime example. While I'm sitting here with the boys, just me and the boys, and doing nothing because it wasn't pay week, I think, oh well, he's probably taking her out. He's doing this. He's doing that. I still haven't learnt yet how to not think about what he's doing, what he's got, what he hasn't got. And that is where a lot of when it comes to the relationship and the separation and all that, that's where that comes from. Me thinking about what he's doing. And I worked it out. I talked to my psychologist about it and I said it's because everything around me, I'm not going to cry. Everything around me in this house was brought together. I look at my kids and I can see their father. I haven't been able to make that many new memories. So, no, I'm not going to cry. I am not doing it. These aren't tears for what he's got or for him going. These are tears of recognition that these are the things that still bother me. And I think about it, he left, he took nothing with him apart from clothes. And I think one photo. He took nothing. So everything around him is new, including the person he sleeps with is new. So there is no memories. So my goal is to start creating new memories with the boys. Start creating new traditions that we do to give us memories without him. Sorry, guys. When I say I've been emotional, this is what I'm talking about. I really am fine, though. Like, this is what I don't get. I am fine. Just very emotional. Stupid. Anyway, guys, this is 26 minutes. We'll keep talking about, as you know, I keep coming back to this depression and that. And I can see I'm getting better. At the moment, as I said, I'm just very emotional. I know I'm having Pepsi Max withdrawals. I know that. It's been over a week since I've had a Pepsi. And yeah, I just don't cope without my caffeine. Coffee's not even cutting. I need a Pepsi Max. So tomorrow morning when I go get my petrol at 7 o'clock, I'm getting a Pepsi. Corey's put in his order too. So, and I need chocolate. I so need chocolate. I know. That'll really help these, won't it? That's stress. Stress, pimples aren't caused by chocolate. Pimples are caused by stress. And yes, my levels have been high. So, yeah, this is very, very, very mismatched. But I did want to talk about I'm not wanting to offend anyone with my last video. I did want to show you my new project that I'm working on for the challenge. That's one of the prizes. I did want to talk about my fingy. Apparently all I've done all day is whinge about my finger. Only because it's annoying. Not because of anything else. Not because, like, to the boys and mum. Not because I want sympathy. It's annoying me. I hate it. It's annoying. Because you forget about it and then you go and do something and it's like the pain just shoots right up your arm. Yeah, so it's annoying. And we haven't talked about the depression for a while. And I think even when I heal, to the point that you can heal when you've got depression, because you do heal, you do learn to cope, you do learn to live, and you do learn not to be an emotional wreck all the time. Can't wait for that one. Because it doesn't fit with how I'm feeling mentally. Like, I'm feeling quite good. I'm feeling positive and empowered most of the time. Of course, the brick walls come up, but as I said, that's impacting from what I can't control rather than what I can. Because what I can control, I'm controlling. Obviously, I still can't control emotions. So, yeah, I will still talk about depression. I will still talk about how it is a battle. It is a battle every day, even when you are on a good path. And I've been on the bad, then I've been on the good, and then all this stuff happened and I've been back on the bad. And it's a battle every day. It really is a battle every day. And it is so, so hard, the battle, because very few people understand it. Very few people get it. Very few people get that depression is not sadness. It's not feeling blue. It is more than that. We all know what it's like to feel sad and down, but that is not depression. That is the blues, which everybody gets. Clinical depression, and I can't talk about other mental health issues because I don't have them, but clinical depression, anxiety, and that is not a matter of just thinking happy thoughts. It's a stay at a time. Sometimes for me it's an hour at a time. I'll get through this hour. I'll get through this hour. And I try and occupy myself to not think. And I think that's why I'm more emotional tonight, because I've got nothing to occupy my mind. Although now it is probably, let me see, 10 to 1 in the morning. So I'm going to go because I've got to get up at 7 to go get petrol because the little light's on in the car. Only because of all the bloody roadworks. And I did get caught up in the traffic of 2 accidents over the weekend, which I had to sit. It was like sitting in peak hour and I could just see my fuel tank going. Anyway, guys, I'm going to say those words. I hope if you're getting up, you have a great day. If you're going to bed like I am, you have a good night's sleep. And I hope the angels watch over you. Yes, I am a very big believer in angels, guardian angels, and such. Spiritual rather than religious, I guess you could say. Anyway, guys, I hope you're healthy, happy, and having fun. And I'll catch you soon. Bye for now. Oh, P.S. Menu Monday will be up tomorrow. Bye.